What is up? What is up, Spirit family? What is thy will, right? What is thy will? Who's going crazy? Who is going crazy? We all go crazy. Matter of fact, the majority of this planet is fucking insane, including myself. But that's all right. You gotta accept that, you know? If you're not insane, you're probably doing something wrong. But, so I just wanted to catch up with y'all, you know? I haven't been posting much, but things have changed. I'll tell you what, you know? Just get into, you know, the journey, you know? Y'all know that I went on my little spiritual journey and went from Washington to Long Beach, California, Long Beach to LA, LA to San Diego. My goofy ass even went into Tijuana for a little bit. I had no business in there. Felt like a straight V victim. But then I kept on seeing these, you know, license plates for Phoenix, and I didn't know why, but something kept on telling me, like, you got to go to Phoenix. And I'm like, what's in Phoenix? So I went to Phoenix, followed thy will, got there, fucking shut down, right? Y'all know that. Gym closed, shit's locked in there. Fucking sat on the streets. Lived on the streets for, well, I've been on the streets ever since, but like out there in the fucking hair and the heat, yeah. For almost it was about 4 weeks, you know? And then I lost everything. Y'all know that, my phone. And then when I lost my phone, you know, God said, get your ass out in nature. So I went to Papago Park. And I just kept on going back there every day. I would get the food I needed for the day, and I would go back there, and I would spend the whole day there. And eventually, you know, I ran into, you know, 2 young ladies, and I seen they had New Jersey plates. And the first time I seen them, I was compelled to talk to them, but I didn't say anything. I was like, no. I said, if I run into them again, I'm gonna say something, you know, I'm gonna conversate with them. And that's what I did. Like a few days later, ran into them, and by the grace of God, and sure enough, we started vibing and everything, and things started getting weird, you know, really fucking weird. Like the girl Melanie, who I've mentioned in previous videos, it was like our thoughts were connected in a way. It was really, really weird, you know, and I never had that as far as like a connection to another person, let alone a female. And, you know, we started talking and everything, and things kind of took off and shit, and we started seeing each other. And I'll tell you what, you need a next level of growth. I don't recommend it, but get in a fucking relationship, and that person, if it's thy will, they will mirror back every fucking thing that you have broken in you. And that's what was going on, right? People think that these like twin flame relationships, and I'm not even labeling as that, but let's just say that they're like all hunky-dory, right? And like everything is bliss and everything is like in alignment, which it is, it's in alignment, but it's not bliss, because they'll mirror back to you things that will just trigger you. And that's what was going on. And, you know, we worked through it for the most part, and then, you know, fucking decided to continue our journey together. And so we went from Phoenix to Oregon, you know, and we stopped in between like Lake Tahoe and whatnot, and you know, we continued our journey. You know, we were like into each other and whatnot. And then I got to Oregon and I lost my wallet, and I didn't have any of my documents because they were still in Phoenix. And so we were in Oregon, I lost my wallet, I was ass out. So we were like, well, back to Phoenix. Went back to Phoenix, the gym opened, I got my shit. And that was a blessing, you know, my passport, my vital records, everything. And we stayed out there for a little bit, and then we decided to go up north a little bit to Flagstaff because the heat was just unbearable. But before we went to Flagstaff, we had stopped at this Rising Phoenix Spiritualist Church. It was actually just a healing center, and we had met some healers, and it was weird because I went into the healing circle, and before I walked in there, she had looked at me. And one of the healers was like, I know you. We worked together before. And I was like, no, I don't think so. Not in this lifetime. And She's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was like, I'm not from the area, whatnot. So we got to talking, and she's like, we're staring at each other's eyes, and she's like, you don't need anything. And I said, for the most part, you know, but something drew me here. It was actually Melanie who got drawn there, but I was supposed to go there as well. But it was just so odd that the healer was like, you don't need anything, you know, pretty much saying I'm good. Like, what I took from that was like, I'm 100% supported. I'm so good, you know, as far as like my faith and being guided by spirit and whatnot. And so that felt good. But then she was like, but you got something going on. She's like, you got a little more. She's like, you got to heal that. You got to heal that child in you. And I do. Like, this relationship like mirrored back all the fucking things that I experienced as a child, and how they still fucking, I carry them around with me like this fucking 1,000-pound weight, you know? And like, they're coming to the surface, like abandonment, being deserted, because this is what happened to me in the past when I was a child with my mom. And I don't judge her for anything. You know, she made her best choice based on, you know, what was going on and whatnot. But that I still held that in my heart. And I didn't know that I had this fear of being, you know, rejected, fucking deserted, or any of that, you know? And, you know, little did I know I do. And little did I know I fucking wear my heart on my sleeve, you know? Like, if something's wrong in that moment, I want to address it. I just don't want to sit there in a funky ass mood with another funky ass vibe, the person I'm next to, you know, and just let it dwindle, because that's how shit just like bullshit manifests. And, you know, it's difficult when you're with an individual that, you know, communication is a new thing, you know, and we're all on our healing journey. So there's no judgment at all. Like, I'm carrying my own fucking cross all day, you know, and my heart means well all day, but sometimes I just say things that probably shouldn't be said, but they say them anyways, and that's that mirror, you know, because it triggers the other person as well, you know. But it's nothing personal, and, you know, I admit my faults, and, you know, I am acknowledging it, you know, and I'm questioning it, and I'm fucking introspection, so I could heal it and release it. So, you know, so we got into a little something, and, you know, that will be done. And then we had a realization like, wow, we were just in our egos and we need to get over our fucking self. So, you know, we just continued the journey, and then, you know, just fucking cold shoulder. But that's a mirror to me. Like, I have no business in a relationship. Like, I can't even love myself to the capacity that I need to. So I don't know what love is. So how the fuck do I think I'm going to love another person, you know? It's impossible. You cannot love another individual until you learn self-love. And I have a fragmented soul. So I need a soul retrieval type shit, you know? And I that actually found me yesterday. So if you guys have some type of childhood trauma and whatnot, I would look at soul retrieval. And there's certain things that, you know, you could do to kind of get back the things that were taken or lost or anything, you know, pieces of you that complete you, you know? Because you're whole and complete, but you have this belief that you're missing something, right? And you feel it. And these meditations will actually assist you with fucking reclaiming those lost aspects of you. And I was actually reading that last night, and then, you know, I had woke up, fucking another fucking stanky ass vibe, which, like I said, just a mirror back. Be mindful of your thoughts when you wake up in the morning. Like, that's my worst fucking time, is in the morning. Like, every fucking program just like comes to the surface, you know, like, you know, like I haven't been using Kratom for a couple days, you know, oh, Kratom, fucking, you know, cannabis, oh, you know, nicotine, oh, this, oh, that, oh, look at this, fucking stanky ass vibe, here goes another day, you know. And it's this fucking program, it's these stories we create in our fucking mind, but we have to unconfirm them because the mind is so fucking unreliable as far as, you know, the stories it creates. We cannot believe them stories. We have to just fucking say, that ain't thy will. That is far from it, you know? Because just be mindful of your emotions. Your emotions are your compass. They're your compass. So like, if you have a thought and then it brings a negative emotion, all that's saying is that's not in alignment with the way, you know, Father sees you. And you have to realign your thoughts and emotions. And, you know, unconfirmed, that bullshit that the mind's created, because all it is just basing your current fucking present moment on your past. And we constantly do that, and we drag it along, and that's what carrying your cross is, carrying your fucking burdens. We're just carrying them along all day. And you know, so I spoke my truths. Motherfuckers didn't want to hear it, you know. And I just, like I said, I have to express myself, because I know if I hold that shit in, I'm undoing what I've already done, you know, and I'm taking steps backwards. So like, regardless if it's gonna, you know, as long as you're not just coming out blatantly hateful and resentful, you know, and you're just speaking your heart, you know, or what you're feeling, even if it hurts, you know, like you're like, man, I feel like something's being done to me, you know, and I gotta express this shit, I can't hold it in, you know. It's in your best benefit to do that. Well, anyways, fucking back at it again, and I'm actually leaving back to Washington tomorrow. I don't know how it's gonna go, because I haven't even talked to my sister yet, but I need to go back out there to get my fucking driver's license and my debit card and all that. And something's just telling me, like, just go with the flow of things, you know. But the journey, like, I've learned so much on it, and I'm gonna continue it, but I think I need to go sit down and absorb all the lessons that I've learned during this journey, as well as, you know, just whatever thy will is, you know. And I know it will come when it needs to, and I trust, and I'm gonna focus on not only this book but music, because I know music is part of this, you know. And I just have to keep an open mind, because I'm not doing anything. Everything's being done through me. And the more that we self-heal, the more our gifts come through, our talents, our special abilities, you know, our fucking confidence, our courage, our love, all that. We have to heal our hearts. But in order to heal our hearts, we gotta lower those fucking, we gotta heal and fucking balance out those primal centers within us. Those first three, you know, the root, the sacral, and the solar plex, because they're running on faulty programs right now, you know. They're all fucking fear-based, and we gotta release that shit. It doesn't matter how faithful you are, until you fucking, like, you unblock that energy, you're just gonna keep on doing the same shit over and over again. And you just gotta just, like, be mindful. Be mindful when you have a thought and it sends this negative emotion. And instead of just being like, not even addressing it and just keep on going on, that's it coming to the surface so you could deal with it. And we have to, no matter how much it hurts, you know? So that's what I'm doing, you know? That's what I'm doing. And I don't hold any resentment, you know, regardless. You know, I'm pretty confident that, you know, we'll part ways, and I already know I was in my ego. I know I say things that, you know, people don't want to hear, and sometimes it stings, you know? But you have to ask yourself, why does it sting? Because it's just a reflection of you. And I'm just, you know, continuing on having faith, because faith is everything in this life. And the more that, you know, you strengthen your faith and open your heart, the more in alignment this compass gets, right? Because people have a miscommunication of what in alignment means. You know, they think if you're in alignment with your life purpose that you're not going to have any challenges, that you're not going to have any bad days. Everything's just going to go to plan. But no, we were here to experience this duality, you know? And if all there was happiness, then why the fuck are we here? There's no lessons in that, or there's very few lessons in that. So just know that that's not alignment. Alignment isn't fucking happiness every day. Alignment is expressing yourself, you know? Knowing that when you have a thought, it's not truth. It's not always truth, you know? And unconfirming that. And your thoughts are in alignment with your heart. That is what alignment is. It doesn't matter. It's like you getting a flat fucking tire and you think this shit is like a bad thing that happened to you, not knowing that it might be a blessing in disguise. And then you snowball into a negative fucking mindset and bring that fear into your heart. That's out of alignment. But true alignment doesn't matter what happens to you, you look at everything as a blessing and say, I don't know why this happened, but it happened for a reason, so I'm just gonna keep an open mind. And you train that mindset. That's what true alignment is knowing that. And As long as you fucking continue to unconfirm the bullshit that happens in your life and just know that, hey, there's something here that I ain't seeing, so I'm gonna keep an open mind so I don't draw any more, you know, undesirable outcomes into my life, you know? And that's what true alignment is. So fucking live your best life. Don't let anybody hold you back, you know? The more you can detach from everything, even people, you know, love them as much as your heart will allow you to while they're there. But when it ends, be able to detach. That is your greatest asset, is non-attachment and fucking non-judgment, you know? Don't judge things, because the mind is always fucking based in your current reality on the fucking past. And we can't be doing that. So if you're fucking doing that, you have to realize, like, whoa, that happened to me, but that doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen right now, you know? So regardless of what this outcome is, I already know that it's a blessing, you know? And I have no business being in any fucking relationship, and I've learned so much from it, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It showed me how much more I need to heal, you know? And that's what I'm gonna focus on more. And, you know, I'll continue to post and, you know, share my experiences and see where I'm going, and maybe share some of, you know, the things I've been writing, you know? So I just wanted to catch up with y'all. Tomorrow I should have an airfare to Seattle from Phoenix. I'm in Flagstaff right now, but the airfare was crazy fucking high. And then I did it in Phoenix and it was ideal. So that's where I'm headed. Remember, don't let anybody hold you back. This is your life. And if you allow people to dictate where you're going in life, you'll always fucking be looking for somebody to drag your hand to where you need to go. And you're gonna trust it, and it's never gonna work out for you. You already have a plan. And it's through your heart that compass is gonna guide you. So just continue to connect with that. Even if it don't make sense, just trust it. Because a lot of things ain't gonna make sense. And yeah, I'm grateful, you know? Like, at first I was like, my mind was like trying to convince my heart that, you know, something was being done to me, but not knowing this was a blessing. And the little time that we have here, regardless of the other person, I'm not gonna sit there and project my shit on you. Look, it's done, it's over with, and I'm just gonna fucking be considerate, kind, and loving as much as I can until, you know, we part ways. Because like I said, this was a blessing. It was a fucking blessing. And yeah, so that's about it. Other than that, Washington State. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I have faith that it's in my highest good, you know? We'll see. And then once I get all my shit together and, you know, I, you know, get my next breadcrumb, my next piece of the puzzle, then I will be done. I'm sure, I don't know how many individuals follow me that are just getting into their spirituality, but a few resources that I want to recommend for healing is Dr. Joe Dispenza, his meditations, his work, healing your body, mind, and spirit through your mind and your beliefs, as well as Greg Braden. Look into all of this, you know, because when thought aligns with emotion and feeling, that's your manifestation. You could sit there and think, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire all day. But if you don't feel it, you don't feel like a millionaire, you're never gonna draw that in. So either way, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Blessings on top of blessings. Love and light.